Hey everyone, welcome back to Wot Blitz, and today we're going to be doing a review on the new Czechoslovakian Tier 7 medium, the T34-100. So, let's get right into the review. What do you need to know about this tank? It's not fully upgraded for me, but I will soon have it fully upgraded, so let's just get right into it. Let's start with the gun, obviously. Your gun it's good, I like it, it's like a Chimera. You do have an incredibly bad aim time at 5 seconds. Your dispersion is bad at 0.408, but your damage per minute is actually kind of good at 1,800. But in your reload time is a base 9.04 seconds. You have great penetration at 175 on your standard, and if you really just need to go through anything you see, 250 on your premium, which is absolutely absurd. You do have 50 on your high explosive, so getting behind tanks, you can probably HE them for about maybe 440. You only have 7 degrees of gun depression, which is limiting, but not awful. The actual bad thing about these gun elevation depression, you only have 22 degrees of gun elevation, which is, to say the least, not very good. You only have 8% concealment, so don't try to be sniping at this thing, because that's just newbie. For mobility, with the upgrade engine, you have a top speed of 50 kilometers an hour, which is amazing, absolutely. You have an average speed of 34, and your reverse speed is a pretty nice 20. Power to weight ratio of 19.4 is decent, and with a whole turn rate of 52.73 with the upgrade engine, not even with tracks, you're gonna be pretty mobile in the way you move around. Now for the consumables. You're gonna take adrenaline, multi-purpose restoration pack, and repair kit. As much as engine boost, I really don't think it's worth it, in my opinion. It's just really not. When you can have another repair kit, as your modules getting shot is a big deal. For provisions, take goulash, improved fuel, and fried cheese. If you want to, you could take a protective kit and take that engine repair boost, as a protective kit actually pretty much makes it so everything won't get killed as easily. Next is the ammo. You take 15 AP, 10 heat, and 5 HE. You could just get rid of the HE and go 20 AP, but I'm not going to do that, as it's always nice to have a bit of HE. Next, for the equipment, you take either gun rammer or calibrated. It's really just your choice. You can either go bring your DPM up to 2,000, or you can make it so your premium has a absolutely stupid 275 millimeters of penetration. That's amazing. That can go through the top plate of a Tiger 2. Next, take enhanced gun laying drive, and probably I'd say refined a gun, because your dispersion is absolutely atrocious. Defense system, obviously, because you don't want to ram anything. Improved assembly, because your armor is not that good. Toolbox, because 30% repair speed is amazing, especially if someone tries to permatrack you. Everybody being in those Skoda T25 autoloaders, getting permatracked is a big problem at the moment. Take improved optics, because you're not a camper. Engine accelerator to all around increase your mobility, and probably high-end consumables to make the consumables just last longer, especially adrenaline. Or if you're running all things, like if you're running a multi-purpose repair kit in a med kit, which, I mean, I guess you could, it'd make your tank really tanky when it comes to module, you could take consumable delivery system. Now, let's get into the gameplay. So here we are, we're on Yamato Harbor, which is one of my, I really don't like this map. I'll be honest with you, I really do not like this map. So we're gonna go medium side, because we already have 2 Skodas, an AMX-12T, and I have myself being the top tier medium tank, so I've obviously got to go support my 2 autoloaders, as if they're empty, they'll probably not do too well. An enemy agent has used its great mobility to rush that position early, get some spots off, obviously a good plan. But now you can see the gun depression is going to be really a big problem, especially on these hilly maps. So that's a Skoda over there. I'm going to try and peek over, but you can see that 7 degrees not really working. But there's the agent, he's going to pull out. I'm going to have a horrible ghost shell there, and he puts a shell into my friendly Skoda. So I now know that friendly Skoda's staying there. I get annoyed by that ghost shell, but the next shell I do will not be a ghost shell. I put a great almost 300 alpha shell into that other Skoda, which means I have because they don't have anybody challenging me on this ridge, I can now go hold down. One of the real problems is you may have a funky looking turret, but that 100mm like block you have on the front that houses the 100mm is super flat. So it's not good whatsoever for bouncing unless they hit you on the cheeks, which he just did there. So I'm obviously messing with them, saying, peek, buddy, peek. Because trolling your enemies is pretty funny in this game. So I'm obviously have complete and utter control over this area now. That's a KV2, so I don't want to get shot by that. That's a WZ. I send a blind shell. We'll see if I hit him when he reappears on the map. My friendly aerial touched down the other Skoda T25. He absolutely got rolled. So I'm looking over. That's Skoda. I'm going to look at him. Look back over. That's a KV2. I do not want him to shoot me. I put a shell. Unfortunately, it ricochets probably off the gun barrel. I can think about pushing now. That WZ, I definitely hit him. Probably 2 people hit him. So now I'm thinking about pushing. And that KV2, I don't want him to shoot me because he will bring me down. I put a pretty large Alpha 311 shell into his flat the flat area right below his turret, and I said, okay, I gotta push. I'm gonna push with this icebreaker, push with the friendly ARL, and we are going to move. So there is a light tank over by the cap circle. I'm really just ignoring him. That KV2's looking at me. I put a beautiful, really lucky shell into him. And now I'm gonna try and bait a shot because I know his shell velocity is absolutely atrocious. At this range, I can probably bait it. There we go, I bait it, and RNG screws me over. That WZ pushed that icebreaker. That icebreaker, that friendly Skoda, managed to shut him down. I look at him, the ARL shuts him down, bringing us to 1,400 damage, and 0 kills, but a great game nonetheless. Alright, now we've got a second helping of gameplay. So we are on, I forget this map. What is this map called again? Is it Middleburg? Anyway, that's beside the point. So we're on this map, and I was getting annoyed, because you know, if you've ever played the game, you know that hill is more important than the town, except on Supremacy, which the town has a cap advantage, which is actually a good way to balance this map. So I'm a tad bit aggravated by it, because I really have a strong opinion about this map, how it's meant to be played. But you'll see, I managed to make the best of the bad situation. I am actually just going to take this little moment to mention, I love the look of this tank. I absolutely adore it. So that's a Stritzvong 74A2, which is actually the auto-loading version of that tank with the really, really fast interclip. I try to take a shot. That Helsing luckily does not shoot me, and hit points during this game will be very important, as you will see later. So I obviously want to get them off B, because having a cap supremacy will really help us even if we start to lose tanks. So I'm going to push up, moving around this corner with this AC-1 Sentinel. There's that Stritzvong, and I put a pretty beefy shell. He puts 2 into me, but I actually don't out-alpha him in that situation. I'll pull back around, put a great shell in him, very snapshotty, but there is another T34-100. So I definitely want to deal with him. He puts a horrible shell into me, which was a horrible shell for me, not for him. He actually a really good shot. But unfortunately, he puts it. I unfortunately bounced off him. That AC-1 Sentinel annoyingly driving in front of me, not allowing me to get a shot on that Helsing. But luckily, I will put another one, actually double tracking him in that situation, allowing me to. Actually, no one shot him. That's pretty idiotic. I put a beefy shell into that Berlin. That Helsing's about to poke out. He's probably going to put 2 shells in me. He luckily bounces off my really well-angled side. So now I'm going to push up. This Berlin really doesn't stand a chance. I one-shot him, bring him down to nothing. I am going to get around the corner right before this Helsing can get me. And now we're just going to play Ring Around the Rosie, because honestly, what else would I do? I decided, okay, I gotta make a stand. I'm gonna reverse side scrape here. Unfortunately, my armor does not bounce. He actually damages my tracks and amoracks me. I'm gonna pull a doozy. I'm gonna go around. He has another reload. I actually track him and while dealing damage, and then my Leo friend comes around has enough hit points and the IS-2 shuts him down. Now I'm on very low hit points, and I say the word outplayed because honestly, that was the way to do it. Now that's a T34-100 similar tank. I also bounce off, just like the Helsing bounced off me, off the really angled side, which is very annoying because that would actually push me very close to 2,000 damage. You can see this tank, I absolutely love it. It's the only tank I really played earlier today. I put a shell into him, and that IS-2 comes around, securing his 4th kill and allowing me to get 1,800 damage in 1 kill. So that's going to do it for me today, guys. If you liked the video, give the video a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a dislike, and tell me what you didn't like about it below in the comments. If you're new here, like and subscribe. I'm probably going to, other video I was going to make on the IS-5 or the Annihilator has been postponed due to the new Czechoslovakian line coming out. That's going to do it for me today, guys. Stay happy, stay healthy. See you guys later.